Hi, I am Claire, and I like doing speed builds in The Sims. So if you like seeing speed builds on YouTube, then make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Also, make sure to hit that bell so you'll be notified of every time I post a new video. And so this house is a family home. It is a modern desert rustic home, which I know is a lot, but I wanted to see how the new horse ranch pack would go in different areas of The Sims, different worlds of The Sims, and I wanted to build in Oasis Springs because I have not built in this world in a few months. I'm pretty sure you can see the last time I built in this world if you go through my YouTube videos, and so I wanted to build in this world, and so the packs I am going to be using are Jungle Adventure, Dream Home Decorator, Get Together, and the Horse Ranch pack. I might be forgetting one. I'm sorry. I can't remember all of them. There aren't a lot of packs in this game, and so we are just going to be adding these trees from the Jungle Adventure pack. I feel like I gave it kind of like a Mediterranean feel, which I know there is like a whole entire world for that pack, but I don't really want to mess with the wedding stuff. I still feel like it's glitched, and I mostly build. I don't really like have Sims getting married, and so I haven't gotten that pack, and so we are now inside going to be working on kind of like a entryway slash lounge area, and so I really wanted to add this table from the horse ranch pack, but I feel like there's still too much space, and so I do add a little lounge area with chairs from the Dream Home Decorator pack. First, we're just going to finish decorating this table, and I was really excited when I saw that this table you could clip some stuff underneath. I actually do get rid of those plants and replace them with shoes that are actually underneath the table because it didn't make sense to have them on the table. And so we are just going to be finishing up this table, and I wanted this lounge area just to be kind of like a place for your Sims to just kind of drop by, just say hi to the neighbors, and maybe not exactly bring them all the way into your house, but just to kind of sit and chat, just kind of catch up, not be in the sun or out of the heat in a nice air conditioned building. And so we are just going to be finishing up that area and going to just be rearranging a few things and going to be adding some pictures. I feel like sometimes when I add pictures, I don't realize how high they are on the wall, and so sometimes they're like super like low on the floor, and sometimes they're like up in the ceiling. I feel like I also get that with toilet paper, and so I wanted to make sure all these pictures were nicely placed, and so we are just going to be going and adding a picture from the City Living pack. I guess that isn't a pack I forgot to add, but I kind of thought that maybe that's where the parents met, since this is a family home. That's usually the story I give The Sims when I add that poster from City Living, and so we are just going to be now working on the media space or the family room, and I feel like having these module couches from Dream Home Decorator was really helpful. I could kind of make a little like half seat, and then I could make a little U shape as well, and I really like how this living room turned out. I do add more items in this space, like another little console and a little play bin for the child. I was mentioning that the child would maybe have just become a child, like they just graduated from their toddler years, and then maybe the parents like outgrew their apartment, and so they moved into this house. I don't know if this is a budget friendly house for a newlywed with a child. I know that you can obviously just cheat that in the game. If you do want to know the price of this house, you can just go down in the description. I usually have the information down there, as well as with where you can find this house and what it is called. And you can also make sure to follow me on the Sims Gallery, and make sure to follow me over here on YouTube. I post new videos every single week, so if you like speed builds, please make sure to do that. And so we are just going to be adding some little like china hutches, and I did want to add the rug twice. I might not look, I might look a little weird, and like, oh, there's like so many rugs in this game, why do you add two of the same kind? But I wanted to do that to make the spaces look like they were connected. And so we are just going to be going into the little half bath off of the dining room. I also use the not Parenthood. I do use Parenthood, and I also use the new Parent Growing Together pack. There's so many like packs in this game that are like so close to each other, but they're like so different. It's hard to keep track of them sometimes, and so we are just going to be adding the into the kitchen now. So we're going to be using the Dream Home Decorator cabinets, and I use the Parenthood dishwasher. I couldn't decide if I wanted to use the Dream Home Decorator oven and stove or the Parenthood oven and stove, but I do end up using the Parenthood oven, and so we are just going to be adding some upper cabinets to match with the lower cabinets. Wanted to keep it cohesive, but it still kind of looks a little bit different. But since there are just like a wall of windows, I wanted to add some open shelving, and I feel like open shelving is pretty good in this game, especially if you want to keep your sim houses looking nice, but you don't want your sims to be like grabbing stuff off of the shelf. I feel like this is a good like solution. And so we are just going to be adding some kitchen clutter, and I am sorry if my microphone might sound a little bit off. I have been doing school in the same area as I do my YouTube videos, and I've had to like put my microphone up and down, and I don't know if this is a good position for my microphone. And so we are just going to be going and adding just a little parent keeping track board. That's like an item your sims can use to like, set curfews, or I don't know if you can ground, but I do know that you can set curfews on that. So we are now in the office space, or like a formal front room area, which I set it up as an office. I feel like with COVID, I've just seen a lot of like at-home offices, and so I just kind of something I've been always incorporating. I guess I've always have incorporated them, but I wanted this area to have like a wall of books. I am a player of the game Disney Dreamlight Valley, and recently we just got Beauty and the Beast in the game, and so I have been really wanting to add bookshelves everywhere in my Sims build, because I'm just been excited for Beauty and the Beast to come into Disney Dreamlight Valley. So if you're curious what other games I like to play, Disney Dreamlight Valley. It's basically The Sims and Disney Dreamlight Valley. So we are just going to be adding some decorations onto the desk, maybe make it look like there's a parent that works at home part-time, maybe freelance. And so we are now just going to be adding some pictures into this space, and I couldn't really figure out what exactly I wanted, but I do end up using these ones from the base game, and I just changed them around to make it look like these are possibly grandparents of the Sims, maybe the grandparents of the parents. And so we are just going to be getting rid of this space underneath the stairs, and I don't know if this is functional, but I really wanted to add a play area for the child. I thought it would be fun, just kind of have their own little area. There's not really a space upstairs in the bedroom for the sim to have like a play space, and so I really thought this would be cute to have one in the under the stairs area. Maybe they're a Harry Potter fan and like they think this is cool. But again, I'm sorry if this isn't functional, but it can be like the shelf in the kitchen where it's like pretty, but they don't actually need to use those items. But if they do want to use those items, you can just go into build mode and move them from out underneath the stairs. Also, please make sure to use the cheat bb.move objects so stuff doesn't disappear when you download my builds, or else that would be really disappointing. And so we are just going to be adding this little barn. I feel like that was a fun item since this is kind of a rustic house. I was thinking that maybe one of the parents came from a ranch and one of the parents came from the city, and that's why there's like two different styles going on in this house with the modern rustic desert. Maybe they met in the desert, and so we are just going to be going outside real quick. There is an entrance from this area in the kitchen, and I just wanted to make this look very simple. I didn't want to go too crazy, especially since this is a smaller backyard. I didn't want to have like too much stuff so it didn't feel crowded. And now we are just going to be adding a bike for the child. I really like how there are now kid-sized bikes in this game, and I do add monkey bars in the back. I thought it was appropriate to have the monkey bars kind of facing the window, so maybe the parent can be like, hey, it's time for dinner, come on inside. And so we do also have a little fire pit from the horse ranch. I feel like that is a fire pit I could use in a lot of different areas or a lot of different styles of a house, because I couldn't really use other ones. I couldn't really like figure out how to use like a bonfire from the Get Together pack. And so we are just going to be working on this little landing area on the top of the second level. So up here there are 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, and we are going to be starting with the child's bedroom. This house does have like a blue theme throughout, and so I didn't really want to make this room like bubblegum pink or anything. I wanted it to kind of flow with the house. Maybe that's like all the Sims' favorite color is blue throughout the house. There are a lot of blue swatches in this game, so it wouldn't be my fault. And so we are just going adding a few things up here, like a dinosaur, a desk for the Sims to do their homework, but also some essentials like the bed and a dresser from the Parenthood pack. And we are just going to be adding just a few little stickers, decals to the room, and going to be adding this wall of clouds. I thought it was fun to incorporate some of some of these stickers with the ones that look like balloons, air balloons, and I really like how this wall turned out and how it's in this kind of dark blue, so it doesn't really distract from the rest of the room, since it's already this kind of dark blue color. And so we are just going to be adding some more decals, and I really wanted to use this wallpaper that looks like stars in the night, and I have it against the window. I feel like this room turned out pretty good. I might just put this room on the gallery by itself, so if you want to see that, leave a comment down below letting me know. And if you have any other build ideas for me, please make sure to leave them down in the comments. I'm always up for ideas, and I would love to see what you want me to build. And like, it doesn't have to be a style, but it could be a like size of a family or a location you want to see me build in, like the vampire world or the werewolf world. Halloween is coming up, and I do like doing occult builds during October because I feel like that's the best time to do a spooky little vampire castle or something like that. And so we are just going to be now in the master bedroom or the primary bedroom. Going to be using most of these items are from the horse ranch pack, and so we are just going to be adding a rug, going to be adding a TV, and these Sims do have like their own walk-in closet. I thought I would give them a walk-in closet since I am using items from the Dream Home Generator pack. You can also use the Dream Home Generator pack to make custom closet units, and I thought that was really fun for this space. I feel like this is an idea I want to do more builds, but I just don't have the space for, and I had this kind of awkward corner, and so I thought, hey, this would be a great little closet area with natural light so you can see what the clothes look like in the light, and just a great spot. And so it is very tiny still, but hey, you can say that there is a walk-in closet, and I know that is a big selling point with houses in real life, so I thought I should add it in The Sims. And so we are just going to be adding a little chair for maybe shoe putting on, and so we are just going to be adding some curtains into this space and going to be adding some pictures. I do add a TV into the space. Maybe the kid is having a sleepover and the parents want to kind of get away, and so we're watching a show that they like in their bedroom, and we are just going to be adding this book poster because I felt like we needed another item from the book kit, and going to just be adding a picture from City Living, and going to just be finishing up the hallway, and we are just going to be finishing up this video in the primary bathroom. And so this is a pretty simple space. I feel like a 2 by 6 room is a good standard size for a bathroom, and so we are just going to be finishing up, going to go into the screenshots soon. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you want to see more of my content, please make sure to follow me over on Instagram. I post the screenshots that I have and the videos over there as well. And I try to do exclusive content, but sometimes I don't have time. And so I hope to see you all next week for another Sims 4 video. Bye!